सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धेर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चिता मतिः। Page 106, Vicharasagara, top paragraph, second line. तथा च श्रुतिः ब्रह्मतं परादात् योऽन्यत्रात्मनो ब्रह्मवेद सर्वं तं परादात् योऽन्यत्र आत्मनः सर्वं वेद मृत्योस्स मृत्युमाप्नोति यैह नानेव पश्यति उदरमन्तरं कुरुते अथ तस्य भयं भवति। Nischalādasa talking about Jivatma and Paramatma. Both of them are having different components. Every Vedantic seeker of Moksha, Vedantic student, must know these components. Very, very important factor to be grasped. Then only Vedanta will be very clear regarding either Jiva or Ishvara. So Jiva is mixed with reflected consciousness, reflecting medium and original consciousness. Ishvara also is a mixture of reflected consciousness, reflecting medium and original consciousness. When these components are there between Jiva and Ishvara, one is a common uniform component, that is original consciousness. Jiva's original consciousness and Ishvara's original consciousness, there is no difference. Whereas Jiva's reflected consciousness, reflecting medium is micro, and Ishvara's reflected consciousness and reflecting medium are at macro level. So therefore that makes the Jiva and Ishvara different. The RC-RM part of Jiva and Ishvara alone makes both of them, they are different. One is Alpicient, Alpajnaha. Ishvara is omniscient. Jiva is only body pervading, and Ishvara is all pervading. Like that, many differences are there. So we have to understand Ishvara's job is karma phala data, and Jiva's job is karma phala bhokta, the enjoyer of karma phalam by doing actions. And Ishvara gives karma phalam to Jiva from bhokta and karta and data, phala data, from which angle we have to understand. Only from that micro, macro, medium level, reflected consciousness level only, the bhokta and karta and data, these are all words exist. Once they are at vyavaharika level, but the original consciousness is Paramārthika Satyam. At Vyavaharika level, you won't get any time liberation. Liberation is meaningless from the standpoint of micro, macro, upadhi. Because the micro, macro, upadhi is belong to Prakriti Maya. That is Vyavaharika Satyam. In Vyavaharika Satyam, there is no Jivan Mukti. In Paramārthika Satyam only there is Jivan Mukti. What is Paramārthika Satyam? Absolute reality. In these components, OC alone is the absolute reality. This has to be grasped. Very simple if we clearly observe those factors, components. Therefore, Dvasuparna Sayuja Sakhaya, that Mundaka mantra, the student raised, Tattvadrishti raised a question, how I can be the Paramatma? Because Mundaka said that Dvasuparna Sayuja Sakhaya, the Jiva is experiencing all karma phalam and Paramatma is not experiencing, he said. For that, Nischala he took from Paingi Rahasya Brahmanam. That mantra meaning is this: you should not take it as Paramatma, but you should take it as Kutasthaha. Anashyan Anyo Abhichakashiti is Kutasthaha, original consciousness of Jiva. And that one which is Bhokta Atti, Karma Phalam Atti, that which eating the Karma Phalam, another Jiva part of Raram and RC. RC is the Bhokta. So in one mantra, Kutastha part and RC, Chidabhasa, Jiva part is explained. So Jiva fully put together, OC and RC, Jiva word goes to RC only. Even though OC is a component in that, Chidabhasa alone gets the Jivatvam name, Jivahood. OC doesn't have Jivahood. So that Dvasuparna Sauja Sakhaya, that mantra you have to understand clearly, O Tattvadrishti. If you don't understand this OC is one and the same, that person will always to be condemned. Ajnani to be nigarha, vigarhaha. Vigarhaha eva bhavati. How that Brihadaranyaka mantra tathacha shrutihi brahmatam paradat. Whoever sees the plurality as real, RC, RM, micro level, and macro level, Ishvara, whoever sees as different the plurality, the world, Nama, Rupa, plurality, and Brahmatam Paradat. The mantra of Brihadaranyaka is the first word and the last word. In the middle it is given, but it is a big mantra. Brahmatam Paradat Yonyatra Atmano Brahma Veda. Kshatram tam paraduhu paradat Yonyatra Atmano Kshatram Veda. Lokanstam paraduhu Yonyatra Atmano Lokan Veda. See, the whole mantra goes like this. Devastam paraduhu Yonyatra Atmano Devan Veda. Bhutani tam paraduhu Yonyatra Atmano Bhutani Veda. Sarvam tam paradat Yonyatra Atmano Sarvam Veda. Idam Brahma idam Kshatram ime lokaha ime devaha imani bhutani idam sarvam yadayamatma. This is the whole mantra. In this whole mantra, Nischala took a few words only. Brahmatam paradat. The one who sees a Brahmana represents the entire living beings groups. We can take Brahmatam Paradat, whoever sees another Brahmana as different from his self, Brahma Veda. So what will happen once you see that person is different, this person is different, Devas are different, I am different, Lokas are different, I am different. That means you are limiting yourself. You are rejecting them to accept as Atma Swarupam. Once you reject them to accept as they are yourself only, really speaking, once you reject, what will happen? They also reject. You will become a limited person. Therefore, Sarvam Yadayam Atma, you have to understand everything is Atma. Whoever, Sarvam Tam Paradat, whoever sees everything is different from himself or herself, Anyatra Atmanaha Sarvam Veda, seeing the everything as other than Atma. Anyatra means other than Atma, whoever sees differently from one's own self, that person will be rejected by the Lokas, Devatas and everybody. One has to understand Idam Sarvam Yadayam Atma. Everything is Atma only, he has to understand. In Nirvana Shatkam, Mano Buddhi Hankara Chitta Ninaham, when we say, that is a first stage, really speaking. It is an Nididhyasana mantra, shlokas we say, but it is not for advanced student. The first line, Mano Buddhi Chitta Hankaram Na Aham. If I say, that means Manas I am accepting, Buddhi I am accepting separately. Therefore, what we have to understand, since I, the Jivatma, am Paramatma, Paramatma is in the form of world, therefore I am in the form of world. I will repeat once again. I, the Jivatma, OC part, am Paramatma, OC part. Both of us are one and the same. So from that Paramatma only everything has emerges out, appearing in the Paramatma only. Therefore, everything is born out of me alone. Really speaking, from me the consciousness, everything manifests, everything appears. This is the highest teaching. Really speaking, there is no mind other than me, the self. There is no buddhi other than me, the self. There are no sense organs other than me, the self. There is no akasha other than me, the self. All panchabhutas are not there other than me, the self. Therefore, this is only the Advaita. As long as you say, na bhumirapo na chavannirasti na chanilo mesti na chambarancha. So all bhumi, akasha, vayu, as long as you see separately, plurality you are accepting. Where are they really speaking? They are in me, the Atma. They are like waves, appear and disappear, manifesting and unmanifesting. That's why we say unhappiness is nothing but unmanifest happiness. Unhappiness is what people say, I am unhappy. Unhappiness is what? Nothing but unmanifest happiness. Unmanifest happiness means what? I am the Atma, Ananda Swarupam. It is in unmanifest form for an Ajnani. That is why he is unhappy. Unmanifest happiness is only called unhappiness. Unmanifest happiness alone is called unhappiness. So, Yathacha, this Brihadaranyaka mantra tells whoever sees, this is Maitreya Brahmanam. Maitreya Brahmanam comes in two places. Yajnavalkya says to Maitreya. Similarly, up to here we saw in the last class. Now, Kathopanishad also says, mrityossa mrityumapnoti yaiha nanaiva pashyati. A person who sees nana iva, plurality, multitude, varieties, they are real. Whoever sees like that, sees means not only seeing with eyes. Whoever takes in their mind, they are all different. Nana iva pashyati, saha mrityoho mrityum apnoti. They will again take birth and again death, birth and death again. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. He cannot escape. This comes in Brihadaranyaka also, again 4:4-19. So Brihadaranyaka is so vast. Maximum mantras of all Upanishads we can find in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Swamiji says, Dayānanda Swamiji always jocularly says, if any mantra, if anyone asks where from this mantra, if anybody asks, you can say from Brihadaranyaka. From Brihadaranyaka, that mantra is there. You don't know whether it is there or not. Just say like that. It is from Brihadaranyaka. Why? Mostly that mantra will be in Brihadaranyaka only. Suppose if it is not there also, they cannot search also in Brihadaranyaka. That is why nobody will search in Brihadaranyaka. You can escape. Like jocularly Swamiji says. So Brihadaranyaka is having many mantras. Same Kathopanishad mantra is in Brihadaranyaka also. Similarly, Taittiriya Upanishad, another mantra comes, that is Udaramantaram kurute athatasya bhayam bhavati. This mantra also comes in Brahmananda Valli, 7th Anuvaka. They have given the number 7, but it is 2-7 you can note. Brahmananda Valli, Saptama Anuvaka, it comes at the end. Athaso bhayangato bhavati yada he vaisha etasmin udaramantaram kurute athatasya bhayam bhavati tasyeva bhayam vidusho manvanasya. This mantra comes there. What it means? Ut aram. Here, udaram you should not take. Udaram means tummy, stomach. That meaning we should not take here. We have to split properly. Ut aram. Ut aram means even a little bit, even a wee bit. Antaram kurute, if you see the plurality, differentiation, distinction between you and the world, nama rupa prapancha, if you see the difference, that means I am the Jivatma, world is Anatma, Bhagavan is Paramatma. So Jivatma, Paramatma and Anatma. This is a triangular format. As long as in this triangular format you will have atha tasya bhayam bhavati. They will definitely have fear. The one jnani alone is free from fear. So fear comes because of plurality, bhavana. This is the meaning of this mantra. Now we'll go to the next paragraph. Etena jīvashvarayoraikyam abhyupagame karmopasana pratipadaka veda bhagvaha anushthatra bhavan nirarthakaha syat itiyam dvitiya shankapi idanim samahita जीवेश्वरानुगत चैतन्यं भागयोः अभेदः आभासभागयोः भेदश्चास्ति तस्मादुभय विधयोः अपि वेदभागयोः प्रामाण्यं समञ्जसम्. Now, Nischaladasa says, by this etena, by this analysis, what Tattvadrishti asked, once I am the Paramatma, Jivatma Paramatma Aikyam is happening because of knowledge. I am Paramatma only. I was Paramatma, I am Paramatma, I ever will be Paramatma. Then Shastra become redundant, irrelevant. Then Karmakanda, Upasana Kanda is meaningless. That was the question asked by the Tattvadrishti. Now he says, by this understanding, RC level, RM level, Jiva is Karta, RC, RM level of Ishvara is Phaladata. Therefore, Karta will be there always, Ajnani Karta, and Ishvara will be there to give Phalam. Therefore, Karma, Upasanas are going to be there. They are not redundant. Shastra Dvayam. Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda is Eka Shastra. And Jnana Kanda is another Shastra. Even though both are Veda only, they consider both of them as Shastra Dvayam. Because Anubandha Chatushtayam is different. This is a big topic in advanced study of Vedanta. Veda is Shastra Dvayam. There are two Shastras. Because Anubandha Chatushtayam is different. Adhikari Vedat, Vishaya Vedat, Sambandha Vedat, Prayojana Vedat. So the Prayojanam is also different for Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda and Jnana Kanda. Adhikari, qualified person, here is a Jignasu in Jnana Kanda. Here is a Karma Kandi who is Sakama Karma, who is performing. Therefore, Jiveshwarayoho Aikya Abhyupagami. If we consider, we understand Jiva and Ishvara both are Aikyam, one and the same. If we consider that is the truth, Karmopasana Pratipadaka Veda Bhagaha. That portion of Veda, Veda Bhagaha means that portion of Veda which is talking Karma and Upasana. Karma Kanda and Upasana Kanda of Veda, Veda Purva Bhaga, Uttara Purva Mīmāṃsā. So Karmopasana Pratipadaka, that which is talking about, mentioning Bhagaha, Anushtatra Bhava Nirarthakaha Syat. So Anushtata is there, not there. I the Jiva, when I am Paramatma, nobody is there Anushtanam to do that Anushtanam of that Karma and Upasana. Anushtatra Bhavat Niradhakaha. Anushtatra Abhava. Anushtatra Bhava Nirarthakaha. So Anushtata is not there, therefore it is Nirarthakam. Tad idiyam dvitiyam shanka api idanim samahita. Your question, this is second question, your doubt also is answered. What I said, how I have given answer. Jiveshwara anugata chaitanya bhagayoho abhedah. I said whole Jiva and Ishvara both are identical. All components are identical. I didn't say. Veda is not telling that way. Abhasa bhagayoho bhedaha asti eva. RC portion of Jiva. Abhasa bhaga means RC portion of Jiva. RC means reflected consciousness. RC portion of Jiva. RC portion of Ishvara. Bhedaha asti eva. There is a Bheda. That means there will be a Karta, there will be a Phaladata. Tasmatu Ubhaya Vidhayoho. That means both. Ubhaya Vidhi means what? For Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda, Veda Bhagayoho, both of them are relevant. For a qualified student, Jnana Kanda is relevant. For unqualified student, Karma Kanda is required. Upasana Kanda is required. Therefore, Pramanam Samanjasam. Veda Bhagayoho Pramanyam. the validity, pramanya means validity of Purvabhaga is there, because in Jiva the two lower eye, that is called lower eye. In Vedanta we call it as lower eye, RC, RM. And Ishvara will have a job all the time. That is why Shastra divides the adhikaris. In Mandukya, Advaita Prakaranam and 16th verse says, Gaudapada Acharya says, Ashramastrividha hina madhyam uktrushta drishtayah upasanopadishteyam tadarthamanukampaya. That means there are three types of adhikaris: hina, madhyama, utkrishta drishtayah. In Mandukya we saw this mantra, karika. Hina means manda adhikaris, inferior students, and madhyama means mediocre students. Utkrishta means uttam adhikari. So manda, madhyama, utkrishta adhikaris are there. So ashraminaha strividha. Ashraminaha means the students, qualified students. Here adhikari ityartha. In that Mandukya karika, ashramaha means ashraminaha strividaha adhikari purushaha ityartha. Adhikari means qualified. Ashraminaha, qualified. Three types are there. Therefore, upasana upadishteyam. Who have to recommend upasana only for them, karma only for them. For whom? Hina and madhyama. They require karma kanda, upasana kanda. Who said they are irrelevant? Who said they are not required? Who said they are invalid? They are valid very much for manda madhyama adhikaris. So manda madhyama adhikaris always they are there. From manda madhya adhikari only they become utkrishta unnata uttama adhikari. Therefore tadartham anukampaya. For the sake of these manda madhyama adhikari sake, Veda Purvabhaga is relevant all the time. All the time. Therefore, before getting this Aikya Jnanam, every student is Madhyama Adhikari only. Uttama Adhikaris are very rare. Very, very rare. Therefore, what you have to do? Valid. Pramanyam samanjasam. It is proper, appropriate to say that both the Shastrams are valid. Both the Shastra means you are Brahman, and validity is there for manda madhyama adhikari, this karma kanda, upasana kanda. Therefore your two questions are answered. Now he is going to consolidate the entire Chit Chatur Vidya Prakriya once again, because it is too vast. 4 types of Chaitanyam he introduced, 4 types of Akasha he introduced, borrowed from Panchadashi. Panchadashi it goes 200 verses. That 6th chapter of Panchadashi, Vidyaranya elaborately talks about Dehatmavadi, Pranatmavadi, Manatmavadi, and a lot of explanations are there. This now he is going to consolidate. Jiva Brahmano Lakshartha Abheda Sambhavat Aham Brahma iti Janiyaditi Guru Upadeshaha. Now, Guru Upadeshaha. What is the teaching of Guru finally? Upadeshaha means teaching. Upadesha means not mantra upadesham like that. Upadesha means teaching. Gita upadesham means what? Teaching. The teaching of this Guru's final word is, Hey Sishya, Janiyat, may you know, may you understand. What? Aham Brahma iti, I am Brahman alone. May you claim that you are Brahman. Aham Brahma iti. How can you claim that? Lakshyartha Abheda Sambhavat. There is no difference. Abheda Sambhava. Since there is a possibility of non-difference. Abheda means non-difference. This is 188 topic heading I am explaining. So Jahati Lakshana, Ajahati Lakshana, Bhaga Lakshana Dwara, Lakshyartha, the implied meaning you have to take there, and Jiva Brahmanoho Lakshyartham Abheda. OC, Kutastha and Brahma. Kutastha and Brahma, Ghatakasha and Mahakashavat, Kutastha and Brahma, both of them are Lakshyartha Abheda Sambhavat. Secondary meaning or implied meaning Abheda Sambhavat. You can claim happily Aham Brahmasmi. Because student question was what? Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. So Brahma Satyam is very clear, and Jagan Mithya also some extent I can make it is Mithya only, Prakriti, matter, something I can say. But the second line, Aham Jivaha Brahma eva Naparaha, that is unswallowable. So Guru says it is swallowable. You can claim from OC standpoint. That is why when Guru says, oh, Tattvamasi, you are Brahman, you should not take RCRM. Student problem is always RCRM loan. We are in the RCRM only. From RCRM, you can never be Paramatma. You can never have identical. You can never become identical with Paramatma. So from OC standpoint only, you are Paramatma. Then only you can claim Aham Brahmasmi. Otherwise you cannot claim. Next is continuation. He is re-emphasizing that questions we saw in the page number 94, 170 and 171 topics. What questions asked by Tattvadrishti, Nischal Dasa remind those questions and he consolidate his answers. He Somya Tvatkruta Prashnadvaya Madhye Ekasmin Vrikshe Dvau Pakshinau Staha Tayorekaha Bhokta Aparaha Nirihaha Ato Jiva Brahmaikyam na ghatate iti hi prathama prashnaha tatraivam samadhana muktam ekavrikshasyapi ekavriksastha pakshinor ekaha kūṭhasthaha aparaha buddhau pratifalita chidabhasa iti evam grahyam natu jiva paramatmanau iti grahyamiti etayor ghatakashasya akashachhaya yaha cha eva bhedaha iti cha uktam. So at question and answer both he is telling, because one page number 94, now we are in 103. So where is the question, how we remember? That's when Nischal Dasa himself repeat the question. Hey Somya, O pleasing one, O my dear student, Tvatkruta Prashnaha. That question asked by you, Dvayam, two questions you have asked. Between both of those questions, among them, Madhye, Dvayam, Prashna Dvaya Madhye. So, in those two questions, Ekasmin, one question, what is that? Ekasmin Vrikshe, upon one tree, Dvau Pakshinau Staha, two birds are there. Tayoho Ekam Bhokta, among those two birds, one is enjoying the karma phalam. Aparaha nirihaha. Aparaha means Paramatma without karma. Nirihaha means without karma. Iha means karma. Without eating karma phalam, that karma is not there for Ishvara. Ataha jiva brahmaikyam na ghatate. So, Ishvara is not experiencing any karma phalam. I, the Jivatma bird, am experiencing the karma phalam. How can I become Paramatma? That is not correct. That Brahmaikyam na ghatate, Brahma and myself ekam, it is not possible. Na ghatate iti hi prashnaha, iti hi prathama prashnaha. This is your first question. What I said for that first question, deliberately he is repeating. We feel as though it is repetition, punarukti. Punaha punaha, same thing. Arachana mame arakiradi edikaha annavutonu. Analum, whenever there is an importance in that portion, ācaryas' style is to repeat. So, tatra evam samadhana muktam. For that question, my answer was what I have given. Eka vrikshasya vrikshastha pakshinoho madhye. Those two birds which are perching on the same tree. Ekaha, one bird. Kutasthaha. Don't take RC, RM, Jiva. Okay, Kutasthaha, original consciousness you have to take. Aparaha, Buddhau pratifalita chidabhasaha iti evam grahyam. Other bird is the eating bird. Eating bird, karma phalam atti. That portion is pratifalita chidabhasa. Grahyam. That part of jiva which is chidabhasa, that alone is eating the karma phalam. Na kutasthaha, na tu jiva paramatmanau iti grahyamiti. You should not take both birds like jivatma and paramatma. You should take what? One bird is chidabhasa, RC, another bird is kutasthaha. Like that. So kutastha is pashyan, shrunvan, sprishan, jigran, ashnan, gachan, swapan, swashan. Naiva kinchit karomiti. Yukto manneva tattvavit. That kutasthaha. Kutasthaha natu jiva paramatmanoho. Paramatmanau iti paramatmanaviti. How you split? Jivatma paramatmanau iti nagrahyamiti. You should not take a jivatma paramatma. This is already we saw, but once again emphasizing for our repetition, for our recollection. Etayoho, just both of them are like ghatakashasya akashachaya grihyasyaha cha eva bhedaha iti. Chayayaha. That means ghatakasha. In example, 4 types of akasha we took for 2 types of akasha for jiva, ghatakasha and jalakasha. And for Ishvara, meghakasha and mahakasha. So jiva etayoho ghatakashasya, ghatakasha means kutastha. Ghatakasha is equal to kutastha. Taken, we have taken in the place of ghatakasha kutastha, or in the place of kutastha ghatakasha we have taken. In the place of jiva, what we have taken? Jalakasha. That in the pot there is a water, in that water there is a reflected space. Like that we have taken chayayahana, that reflected space. Akasha chaya, reflected space. Chayaha eva bhedaha iti. That alone is bheda. Ghatakasha and jalakasha. There is a difference. That way you have to take. Now, next second doubt raised by the student in this paragraph, karma kanda is irrelevant. That he is going to consolidate once again. त्वत्कृतद्वितीयप्रश्नरीत्या न जीवः कर्मोपासनयोः कर्ता नापि ईश्वर तत्फलदाता किन्तु तौ चिदाभासौ एव जीवगत आभासांशः कर्मोपासनादिकरोति ईश्वरगत आभासांशः फलं ददाति जीवेश्वरानुगत चैतन्यांशस्तु घटाकाशमहाकाशौ महाकाशवत् भेदशून्यः इत्थं जीवब्रह्मणोरैक्यं सिद्ध्यति अतः अहं ब्रह्मास्मि इत्येवं त्वं विजानीयाः. You can understand, you can claim aham brahmasmi. All the way the Veda is meant for the human beings to claim aham brahma asmi. So what if I don't claim? What will happen? What will happen, I will tell you. He is going to explain that later. There are people, I don't want moksha. People in Tamil, Swamiji puts a joke, Paramārthananda Swamiji. Pirava varavendum, pirava varam vendum. Ante, oh God, give a boon that I should not born again. Give a boon that I should not born again. Pirava varam vendum. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, பிறந்தாலும் even if I am born மறவா வரம் வேண்டும். Even if I born, please bless me that I should not forget you. I should not forget you. No connection at all. You see the first line, pirava varam vendum, and is asking. That's why many students after studying long time also, Swamini, this must be my last birth, I should not born again. If I born also again, maybe Swamini, I may get moksha in the next birth. They themselves decide. They never give chance to the teacher also to have a hope the student will get moksha in this birth. Suppose teacher think also, they don't give chance. Why? They themselves decide, definitely I will get moksha, Swami, next birth. This birth I am not having any confidence. Like that, there are people, however much they listen, still there is a jiva bhava, the limitation, bhaya, my punyavan, papavan, like that. Lot of already scribbled, lot of ideas already scribbled in the mind. They are so strong. What type of brush we have to use to remove them? Iron brush we have to use. Very, very difficult. So therefore, be confident. I am the best, I am the first, I can get, I will get definitely. If I won't get, who will get? Like that, think confidently. Don't look down upon yourself. Never belittle yourself. Pirava varam vendum, adella manda adhikaris, madhyama adhikaris. Madhyama also you cannot say, even manda, ati manda. Next birth, I have done lot of papa, definitely I will get next birth. How can I get moksha? Hey, you are OC, you are not RC, RM. RC, RM is mithya. Therefore, at least cooperate with the teacher, cooperate with the Shastra. Don't go in your own way again and again. If you want to go in your own way, what is the purpose of studying Shastra? That is why put a full stop for old, good old thinking. Put a full stop for that thinking. Otherwise, you cannot go forward. This whole paragraph is very important, you see. He says, Karmopasanayoho karta. Who is that karta? Tatkrita dvitiya prashna ritya. Now he is repeating the second question of that tattva drishti. What is that he asked? Jivaha na jivaha karmopasanayoho karta. I said Jiva is not karma upasana karta, napi Ishvara phaladata. Really speaking, Ishvara is not the phaladata. I said Ishvara phaladata, Jiva is the karta. Kintu tau chidabhasau eva. Chidabhasa part of Jiva alone is karta. Whole Jiva is not karta. Whole Jiva means what? W-H-O-L-E. Whole. OC part of Jiva is not karta. OC part of Ishvara is not data. If you understand this, only you can go forward. Otherwise you will get stuck and there itself. Listen. Kintu tau chidabhasau eva. Jivagata abhasamshaha karmopasanadi karoti. Underline here. Jivagata, that component which is in that jiva, abhasamshaha, that reflected consciousness alone, karma, Aryam is understood because RC cannot exist without Aryam. RC, Aryam, karma and upasana, both are done by that RC, Aryam only. Similarly, Ishvaragata abhasamshaha, macro RC, phalam dadati, that component of Ishvara alone is phalam dadati. If you don't come to Vedanta, we can never understand all these components. First of all, Ishvara has got three components, Jiva has got three components, and each component, its lakshanam, its nature. How can you know without Shastra? That is why Shastra gives clarity, and very, very beautifully Shastra presents what is the nature of Jiva, who is the Ishvara, what are the components, and that components, how you look at that components, which component doing what. That is what he says here. Chidabhasamshaha Jiva Karta. Chidabhasamsha of Ishvara is Data, Phaladata. Really speaking, Jiva Ishvara Anugata Chaitanyam, you see, our hero, Chaitanyam Osi, Chaitanyam Shastu, Vailakshan Jyotanartham. Whereas our OC and Hai the OC, Jiva, part of OC, Jiva Ishvara Anugata, that OC which is available in the Jiva and Ishvara, that Amsha, that portion, Ghatakasha, Mahakashavat, they are like Drishtanta, you have to remember. Ghatakasha, Mahakashavat, pot space and total space, like that we have taken. Bheda Shunyaha, there is no Bheda. Ghatakasha eva Mahakasha. Pot space is not separate from total space. Like that, Kutastha is non-separate from Brahman. Bheda Shunyaha, there is no difference. Itham, in this manner, Jiva Brahmanoho Aikyam Siddhyati. Therefore, can you boldly, happily, confidently claim, now I am Brahman, I am OC. Paramatma is also OC. OC, both are one and the same. What is the problem? There is no problem at all. Okay? Possible. Jiva Brahmanoho Aikyam. OC part of Jiva and Ishvara, identical, Siddhyati, is possible, established. Established and a stamp. It is not a stamp like claiming, understanding, clarity. Ataha. Therefore, my dear student, don't waste your time. Don't waste my time also. Guru's time also we should not waste, because Guru விழுந்து சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கான். Go on and on and on teaching, and we are postponing. That's why Nischal says, Tattva-drishti Guru says, Tattva-drishti students Guru says, Aham Brahma Asmi iti Tvam Vijaniyaha iti evam Tvam Vijaniyaha. May you understand, may you know, Aham Brahma iti, I am Brahman only. May you claim, iti evam Vijaniyaha. Next. Atraham shabdarthaha kūtastha iti Brahma shabdarthaha mahākāsha samataya ukta bhuta shuddha chaitanyamiti cha evehi ahamiti brahmeti cha shabdayoho वाच्यार्थयोः ऐक्यम् असम्भवः अपि लक्ष्यार्थयोः तत्सिद्ध्यति एव हे सौम्य यावत् अहं ब्रह्म इति अपरोक्षसाक्षात्कारः तव दृढतरो न जायते तावत् दुःख दैन्य भयादिकं त्वां न जहाति स्वस्वरूपात् भिन्नतया परमात्मनः ज्ञानमेव ते भयहेतुर्भवति उदरमन्तरं कुरुते अथ तस्य भयं भवति इत्यादि श्रुतेः तस्मात् अहं ब्रह्मास्मि इति एव त्वं विजानीयाः. He says, therefore, atra aham shabdartha, aham brahmasmi, to claim I am Brahman, what is your difficulty? Why you are feeling or hesitating that much to claim aham brahmasmi? Because you are not understanding which part of I is Brahman, which part of I is claiming I am Brahman. That kutastha part, not this body-mind complex ahankara, manasu, buddhi, chittam, all these are not Brahman. But that kutastha part, atra aham shabdarthaha, in this context means which context? Aham brahmasmi mahavakyam, when you are claiming, in that aham shabdasya arthaha kutasthaha. Kutastha means, don't ask me what is kutastha. Already I have explained a lot about that. Ahamiti kutastha Brahma shabdarthaha mahākāsha samataya. So Brahma shabda mahākāsha. So kutastha is ghatākāshavat. Brahma shabda is mahākāshavat. I hope you remember this example. If you don't remember, forget it. Okay. Those who remember, we can enjoy. Mahākāsha samataya. Samataya means both are equal. Samataya ukta lakshyarthaha. See lakshyartha here. Primary meaning of I is RC RM, Vachyartha. And lakshyartha is OC. Lakshyartha bhuta shuddha chaitanyam iti cha avehi. Avehi. May you know that it is lakshyartham chaitanyam OC only. There is no difference between OC and OC. One Atma only is there. Aham iti brahma cha shabdayoho vachyarthayoho aikyam asambhavaha api. Even vachyartha drishtya aikyam asambhavaha, impossible. It is not possible from vakyartha drishtya. Avehi is abashabd, av dhatu, av upasarga purvaka e dhatu. Lot. Avehi madhyama purusha ekavachanam. Avehi. May you know. Ahamiti tvam avehi. What? Ahamiti Brahma iti shabdayoho vachyarthayoho aikyam asambhava. Underline this. Vachyartham, primary meaning of aham, jiva and Ishvara, primary meaning is what? It includes what? RC and RM. Micro RC, RM and macro RC, RM. That included in Vachyartha. There, Aikyam Asambhava. Aikyam is not possible. Still, Lakshyarthayoho tat siddhyati eva. In Lakshyartha, Aikyam is possible. Lakshyartha means what? These are all homework to be done in the mind itself. What? Bhagatyaga Lakshana. What part you have to do Tyagam? What part you have to take? What part? RC, RM part, you have to do Tyaga, Bhaga. That Bhaga Tyagam and take the OC part. Okay, don't throw the baby with bath tub water. So you give the bath to the baby in the tub with water. After bath, what you will do? Take the baby and throw the water. Okay, don't throw the baby also along with water. Like that, aham lakshyartha OC baby you have to hold and throw the RC RM water. Throw an mithyatva nischayam. Thank that no baby is cleaned because of water. Therefore, don't keep that water. It became dirty. Like that, here also take the OC. RC RM helped for me to own up. I am OC. Therefore, RC RM say goodbye. RC RM goodbye. You have helped me to know I am OC. Like that, it is like a sport. Leela. Ahamiti Brahma iti Shabdayoho Vachyardaha Aikyam Asambhavi Api Lakshardayoho Tat Siddhyati Eva. Yes, Somya, oh, pleasing one. Again he is calling pleasing one, pleasing one. How pleased he do not know. That student has to be happy. So that he is calling the student. Yavat aham brahma iti aparoksha sakshatkara tava dhridataraha na jayate. As long as this dhridataram, confirmed knowledge is not taken place, yavat aham brahma. How can I be other than Brahman? That much level you have to go. I cannot be other than Brahman. Like that. Aham Brahma iti aparoksha sakshatkara. Aparoksha means direct knowledge. Tava dhridataraha na jayate. If it is not arisen, tavat, until that time, dukkha, sorrow, dainya, dejection or misery, bhaya, fear, adikam, etc., etc. You can add. Tvam na jahad. They will not leave you. Tvam na jahad. They will not leave you. You don't do jahati ajahati lakshana. Jahada jahal lakshana. Dukkham and bhayam, all of them, na jahad. They don't leave you. They don't leave you. Na jahati. Swasya Rupat bhinnataya paramatmanaha jnanameva. Therefore, my dear student, that Paramatma is non-different from yourself. That knowledge alone, te bhayahetuhu sambhavati. Sorry. Swasya rupat bhinnataya. If you see Paramatma as different from you, with that knowledge, wrong knowledge alone, you are becoming a fearful person, frightened person. Bhayahetur bhavati. That is the karanam for your bhayam. So because of that bhayam, Upanishad said what? Utu aram kurte bhayam bhavati. If you make a wee bit of difference between that Paramatma and yourself. So people say, how can Advaita say like that? I am Paramatma. How dare they are to say like that? And they think it is as though wrong also. What correctly we are telling, they are taking it as wrong. What to do? Misconception also. That's why what we do, Jnanis also move in the world. And as Krishna said, Na buddhi vedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam joshayet sarva karmani. As long as they are in Manda, Madhyama, Adhikari stage, encourage them in doing karma and upasana, join with them and you also do. That is why Jnani happily moves with the people, ignorant people also, there is no problem. Udaramantaram kurute adatasya bhayam bhavati iti shrutehe ityadi adipadat. Many statements are there from Upanishad. Tasmat, therefore, aham brahmasmi iti eva tvam vijaniya. There is no other way to come out of fear, dejection, sorrow, misery, and any type of limitation. Only one solution: come out of that ajnanam. To claim that OC part, RC part, RM part, you have to properly understand, say Aham Brahmasmi. This teacher is requesting many times. I hope you all dwell upon this and claim yourself, you are Brahman. You means Panchakosha Vilakshanaha, Sariratraya Vilakshanaha, Avasthatraya Sakshi. That alone is Brahman. Ahamasmi. More in the next class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.